Hi guys, Mr. Mock Maker here, back at you with yet another mock, and this is the reason why I got all of this. The water plate, the different like tile pieces I got, these yellow desert pieces. This is so I can make a beachhead assault just like this. And this is the first time that I've practiced with elevation, different levels, and I think it turned out quite nicely despite my lack of pieces. I have these nice cliff faces here, and I use the sand blocks I have to make a bit of a staircase, and I just think it looks fucking fantastic. So yeah, the story here is, if you've watched my Operation Trident mock, the Prophet wants revenge for the assassination attempt, and he has appointed this Arbiter here. He has given this elite the rank of Arbiter to lead the assault. And as I'm about to show you, this elite right here is quite the tactician, and he is ordering all these troops of the beachhead assault in certain formations. For example, I've put some jackals in a line here as like a phalanx with their shield. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You know how the Romans used to do back in the day. So I've got 3 here. I mean, they're getting pretty lit up. I mean, there's turrets and gunmen on the walls, hence the shields are turning yellow and red and such. One of them didn't quite make it. So yeah, he's ordering the jackals to just progressively move forward and, get the lines moving. I've got some units here, some heavy firepower, fueled cannons and plasma launchers. I've got Ranger here backing them up. I've got a Revenant and a Wraith in the back. I actually polished these today to make them look a lot better. You got to take care of what you have. And the Wraith was the first set I got of like the new wave with these more articulated figures. So I thought, you know what, I'd use this again. I really wanted to maximise my space I have and utilise it all. And if you watch my older mocks, normally I try to cover everything in base plates and terrain, but I thought, you know what, I just want to get more figures on, because that's kind of like the highlight. I mean, terrain like this is nice, you've got to have your details like the little rocks and the water effects and the plant life, but if you don't have any figures, then, what's the point? So I really wanted to utilise that space a bit more, get more figures on there. So I have a Phantom about to drop in more troops here. That's artillery fire. I've got this lovely classic Halo 3 style elite. He's about to throw a plasma grenade there. He's just lighting up the defences. There's a grunt here, he's just kind of watching this dead elite. This is another pair of like heavy elites with concussion rifles. There's a ghost here that got sniped. The side bit here broke through, hit the elite in the head, so he died in the crash. It was lit by this sniper here. This is one of the ODSTs. Well, she works for Oni, who tried to assassinate the Prophet, and basically the Arbiter tracked them down. They took months to track them down and found them trying to escort these civilians out of a city and onto this Pelican. So I'm just going to move right to left here. So I went over the jackals and the heavy artillery. So next up, they've planted some mines, the UNSC, in a defence to slow them down, and they've triggered one of these mines, and bodies are just littered everywhere. Grunts aren't looking too well. This commander over here is dead, and this elite is just screaming in pain. He's lost his leg. This grunt's lost his nerve and is running away. Further up the steps, I have another dead grunt. 2 more storm elites are heading up. There's a dead marine over there. Now these 2 honor guards here, I thought I'd include these last minute because, I added them in last minute because these are the 2 honor guards that were there when the Prophet nearly got assassinated, and they are pissed that they nearly failed their job. So they are hunting the ODST squad, who's right there. And this honor guard here wants to kill this marine before that ODST's eyes, so he can get the same feeling. This honor guard here is going to throw his spear there like a javelin to try and impale this only sniper, so hopefully she'll be able to dodge it in time. The Arbiter there sent in a wave of suicide grunts first to try and put pressure and break the line, but they've just been getting gunned down. Looks like this one's about to make it though, and this marine, I don't know if he's going to make that or not. He's going to have to react pretty quick. I used some fire effect as I did here for the exploding mine, so that's this, the explosion. This flame marine here, I'll use more fire pieces because he's going to try and just make a wall and trying to stop them getting through that gate. There's a Spartan 2 there backing him up. On the wall over here, I have a sergeant, he's a gunner. There's a turret gunner and then another marine, just, marine marksman. Satellite dish here that can swivel around as much as need be, just for decoration. So this is the high ground set based on the Halo 3 map. Let me just turn that music down. And I thought, because I want a bit more elevation with this space, I needed to add more stairs of the different levels. Connect some railings here to make a bit of a gateway. I mix and match different sets to do this. So I have a sergeant here, he's a gunner. I've got barrels of guns, crates of guns, walls of guns, crate there, fusion coil for decoration, fusion coils here. These are the first batch of civilians that I've made it, and they're just being, backed onto the Pelican by this Marine here. So it's all going well so far. This is the first truckload, the second truck, I guess you could say, of civilians that are being escorted. This Spartan 2 is trying to hold off more Covenant. Now this Warthog's seen, this is the third ODST of that squad. Now, because the Arbiter is quite a tactician, he's done a pincer manoeuvre, so they're being attacked and swarmed from all sides. So this Banshee here has nosedived and bombed the road here to try and flip up the Warthog. So they are going flying now, as the Warthog was just trying to cover that truck there. See how he's holding on with one hand? And there you go. I used the some spare pieces to make that bomb effect there on the road. So here I got some of these orange grunt miners to make kind of grunt squads, along with the red ones to make mages. So there's 2 squads of grunts there, which is pretty good. So, and these the brutes over here are commanding the grunts this time. No elites in this side. There's a bodyguard there. Brute chieftain. I know it's Tartarus, but I'm just going to pretend it's a random chieftain. And he's about to execute the civilian who fell out, and he's just begging for his life. And he's using the blade side of his gravity hammer because not to waste the charge. There's 2 hunters here also pursuing because they're vehicle killers. I had a tower in the background there for decoration. So yeah, this is just the next continuation of the Operation Trident Aftermath, basically. I think I'll title this one Revenge. And yeah, if you guys like this kind of story that I'm going for and want to know what happens with the Prophet of Redemption next and this ODST squad, put it in the comments. If you have any suggestions of where you'd like the story to go next, then yeah, let me know and I'll make it for you. So yeah, just another look at the positioning. I wanted to make it a bit like a dock, so I put this crane here and different things, just by the ocean. Some different barricades. And like a hooker's bush, there is just crabs everywhere. 1 crab, 2 crabs, and 3 crabs. I want to just put little details like that in. I like my animals in my mocks. So I just got some bushes here, different elevation of the terrain. I didn't cover it all this time because I thought that looked bad, but I just wanted to get bits and pieces there to make it look more natural. I'm quite happy with the way the Jackal Phalanx turned out and the positioning of the Arbiter. And I think one of my favourite part of the mock is just this elevation here. I just can't get over how happy I am with it. Just the way, it's just like a cliff face, just goes up, and I wanted to make the stairs look kind of natural, like it just eroded away over time. So I think that turned out quite nice in my opinion. But yeah, this is the mock. So yeah, please like and subscribe and share with your friends, and yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you.